My name's Patrick, and I've just seen Monsters University.
Monsters University! Anybody getting off?
I'm officially a college student!
So 12 years after we first met Mike and Sully, the duo are back in Monsters University, a prequel set on a college campus.
Wazowski, room 319. You know, your roommate is a scaring major, too.
RJ, come here, boy. Uh-oh. Whoa! That was awesome. James P. Sullivan. Mike Wazowski. Well, now that we've been introduced...
It's been described by its producer, Corey Ray, as the first U-rated campus comedy. It traces the friendship between Mike, who's voiced by Billy Crystal, and Sully, who's voiced by John Goodman, as they enroll at university, and they are both aspiring scarers. All the stereotypes are there. You've got your jocks, nerds, goths, hippie stoners, you know, playing wistfully on their guitar in front of all the girls, trying to impress them. And Dan Scanlon has a lot of fun with this. He's the director. It's kind of a classic buddy comedy. It's zippy, it's colourful, it's enjoyable. Is it as good as Monsters, Inc.? No.
Hello? Fellas?
Do you pledge your souls to the Uzma Kappa Brotherhood?
Do you swear to keep secret all that you learn here?
No matter how horrifying!
Will you take the sacred oath of the snow?
For crying out loud.
Sweetie, turn the lights on while you're down here. You're going to ruin your eyes.
Mom, we're doing an initiation.
I guess that you're worried when you see a prequel coming out, especially after we had Prometheus last year, which was the most highly anticipated prequel I can remember, and then it ended up being a little bit flat. I guess with Monsters University is you kind of hope that it doesn't downplay the first film, and you kind of hope it's going to be a kind of continuation of that story, and because fans will be so in love with what they'd seen before, they just want the characters to remain on that kind of keel. As I said, it's not quite as good as Monsters, Inc., but as a continuation, it works.
Sully, any freshman with the guts to pull off a stunt like that has got Future Scarer written all over him.
Hey, did you see me ride the pig? That took guts.
Slow down, Squirt. This party is for scare students only.
Oh, sorry, Killer, but you might want to hang out with someone a little more your speed. They look fun.
Oh, hey there. Want to join Uzma Kappa?
We have cake.
So there's a first-rate supporting cast. Dame Helen Mirren appears as a deliciously dastardly dean in the college, and she is very scary, and she is very prim and very British, as you'd expect from one of these sort of films.
It's my job to make great students greater. That is why, at the end of the semester, there will be a final exam. Fail that exam, and you are out of the scaring program. So, I should hope you're all properly inspired.
Steve Buscemi is back again, and Charlie Day, who's wonderful in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and he crops up, and I was watching it thinking, who is that voice? It was just going through my head, and then I remembered at the end of it, and he is brilliant.
I have an extra toe. Not with me, of course.
Well, Pixar's become useful shorthand for, very affecting, very entertaining, laden with pathos, as seen in films like Up, which I defy anyone to sit through the first 10 minutes and not cry. And then there's WALL-E, which had, shades of Charlie Chaplin and was brilliant and clever and nuanced. Compared to these films, I would say that Monsters University is funny, it's entertaining, but is it as vital as those films? I don't think so. Fans will love it, I expect. Other people will just think it may be not as high quality as we've come to expect from Pixar.
Trust me when I say you are not going to want to touch this bad boy.
I want to touch it.
Yeah, I want to touch him.
I'd say my final verdict on Monsters University is, if you're expecting it to be as good as Monsters, Inc., you might be a little bit disappointed. If you're expecting it to be as good as, say, Up or WALL-E or Toy Story 3, again, you might be a little bit disappointed. But if you want to view it as a continuation of Monsters, Inc., or if you want to see it as just a classic body movie, it's rambunctious, entertaining, colourful, zesty, and it's something that I would definitely pay to watch.
Mom! What are you doing?
Your grubby paw was in my bed.
Were you kissing my hand?
No. And what about you with all your shedding?
I don't shed.
Really?
Are you a fan of Pixar? Are you a fan of Monsters, Inc? Leave a comment beneath and subscribe to I've Just Seen for more reviews like this.